all, I'm Nell, solo parent and hardworking mom. Why are Filipinos never the culprit? Why are foreign men or retirees blamed and Filipinos protected? Say one thing wrong about Filipinas and you're done. Here's why. Let me say this carefully, because what I'm about to say is the kind of truth that gets people banned, demonetized, or socially erased. In today's world, especially online, Filipinos are always portrayed as the victim, never misunderstood, never manipulative, never accountable. And if you even hint otherwise, you're labeled a misogynist, a predator, a colonizer, or worse, a bitter foreigner. But here's the real question no one wants to ask. Can an entire group of adults exist without any responsibility for their own choices? Because according to social media narratives, Filipinos are never the culprit, only the casualty. And today, we're going to talk about why that story exists, who benefits from it, and what happens when accountability disappears. Let's start with branding. Victimhood today is currency, and Filipinos have been branded globally as poor but pure, sweet but exploited, traditional but powerless. She's never strategic, never opportunistic, never calculating. She's always just trying to survive. But here's the truth. Victims don't usually have five foreign boyfriends sending remittances. Victims don't ghost men the moment the money slows. Victims don't weaponize thirst to win public sympathy. Yet when a relationship collapses, the narrative is automatic. He used her. She was exploited. She didn't know better. Even when she lied about her past, lied about her age, lied about her intentions, still, she's the victim. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, what's the pattern? Crying Filipina, sad piano music. Foreign man promised marriage, then left. Millions of views, thousands of comments saying, men are trust, foreigners are predators. Protect Filipinas. But where's the other side? No one asked. Did she hide children? Did she demand money early? Did she threaten public shaming? Because algorithms reward thirst, not truth. And once victimhood becomes profitable, it becomes performative. Let's be real. Money is the invisible third party in many relationships. But when money flows from foreigner to Filipina, the roles change. If the man pays, he's controlling. If he stops paying, he's abusive. If he asks questions, he's insecure. If he sets boundaries, he's manipulative. The Filipina, she's just surviving. But survival doesn't explain emotional blackmail, pregnancy traps, sudden emergencies every month, or treats like I will post your messages, yet even then, she's still not the culprit. Here's the quiet insult no one talks about. By treating Filipinas as eternal victims, society implies they are childlike, incapable of agency, unable to make adult decisions. That's not empowerment. That's suffragism wrapped in sympathy. You cannot say, she's a strong, independent woman and she didn't know what she was doing. Pick one. Accountability is not cruelty, it's respect. Foreign men are guilty by default. Old, predator. Young, manipulator. Rich, exploiter. Average, loser. There is no version where he's just human. Even when he was lied to, he was emotionally drained, he lost money, he was publicly smeared still. What did you expect? Victimhood is selective. Let's ask the forbidden question. Can Filipinas ever be the culprit? Not all, not most, but some. Some manipulate, some exploit, some lie. Some play systems designed to protect them, and refusing to admit that hearts, honest Filipinas, genuine relationships, and future trust Because when nobody is ever wrong, everyone loses. The solution isn't hate, it isn't blame, it's balance. Adults must be treated like adults. Choices must have consequences. Victimhood must be proven, not assumed. Respect goes both ways. And real empowerment begins with responsibility. If this video made you uncomfortable, good. Truth usually does, because protecting women doesn't mean erasing accountability. And criticizing behavior doesn't mean hating a culture. It means we're finally having an honest conversation. And honesty is the one thing social media fears the most. Foreigners, you cannot win. So jump ship at the first sign of toxicity. I'm Nell, solo parent. See you next episode.